Smell good, family. How y'all doing? How y'all living? So I know the setup looks a little different than usual. Right now we about to do a reaction to a video that I made slash a review. So just to break it down, this is me going to Labo, which is a store in ATL, and well, I'm sorry, it's not a store. It's a company operating out of a fragrance store, something like a Macy's or whatever. But long story short, I went in there. I was checking out their fragrances. Their fragrances was amazing, but they were super pricey. They had fragrances that they made right there in front of you, all vegan fragrances, but they all smell pretty good for the most part. And I think, believe it or not, one of the celebrities, Tiana Taylor, actually rocks with these. I just seen that video recently, but because it was so pricey, I had to see if there was an alternative. And someone that came with me along the journey actually put me on notice about Oakcha, which is an extrait parfum, and it's supposed to be a replica of a fragrance that was here called Another 13 that were super good and the ladies tend to love. The only issue with that fragrance was that it's just super pricey there. It's super pricey, but I think it might be worth it. But to kind of try to save a little bit more bread, you know what I'm saying, I said, let me check this one out. And the cool thing about Oakcha, and this is not a sponsored video, I don't know how it smells. Like I said, this is a reaction slash review, so we're gonna review this shortly. This emulates kind of everything that they would, as far as it's saying vegan slash cruelty free. Labo is a vegan fragrance company, so everything is vegan there. So this one has paraffin, it's paraffins free, it's long lasting extract formula. So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what it's hitting for. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the back, side, front, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like. You know, it got some suggestions and things you could layer this with up here. This is not an overly heavily powerful fragrance, but we're gonna check it out. And it's called Parallel. This is Oakcha's Parallel, and it comes with a little card, nothing too crazy. But let's jump into the video first, and then we'll finish the review of this fragrance right here. Let's check out my trip to ATL. Let's go. Smell good, family. How y'all living? Salute to y'all. So right now we're checking out a spot called Labo, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been sleeping. I was unfamiliar with their game. I was sleeping on them. I ain't gonna lie. All of their products are 100% vegan. No chemicals, no synthetic products, no animal testing. So just off the strength of that caught my attention, because I'm like, do these smell good? And I have to say, a lot of these are bangers. Another 13, fire. The matcha Labo, I actually have a sample of that. That's pretty good as well. Some of these are that one is pretty good. Yes, I ain't gonna lie to you. And the crazy part is, when you order, they make it right there in front of you. These, I ain't gonna say that Leche it's a Le Matcha de Labo. I forget the name of it, but amazing. It's a beautiful fragrance. One thing I would say about this store that I went in, it's more calm because they sell a lot of niche. Versus I went in here, and then I also went in their Macy's. Two different aesthetics. Macy's, I couldn't go nowhere without the people who are selling products trying to come up to me. Hey, check this out. It was super annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little overwhelming. It just was. If I could find a clip, I'm gonna try to insert them. But like literally every stand I went to, somebody was coming up. Hey, check this fragrance out. It's like, yo, like cool it. Like it got pretty annoying. Here, you kind of come up to them. They might say, hey, do you need help? No, I'm okay. They keep it pushing. Like they're not so adamant about being on your heels trying to make a sale, which was very annoying. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's continue though. Things are not pre-packaged. They'll make the fragrance right there in the lab, which is probably why it's called Labo. didn't put two and two together until I went there and seen it for myself. Yeah, they make the fragrances right in front of you. So you place an order, they're gonna make it right there in front of you. If I'm not mistaken, the price was it was up there. It was over 180, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the cheapest was like 230, and then it went up to maybe like 260. And I might be on the low side, but I will say, for what the value that it's providing, being that it's a vegan fragrance, I'm not too mad at that, because keeping it real, these companies might say they're using, authentic ingredients and things of that nature. We don't really know what we putting on our skin. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, our skin is the largest organ on our body. It's absorbing everything we put up there. So that being said, later down the line, knock on wood, but you don't want to hear the doctor telling you you got cancer from putting synthetic fragrances on your skin for years. So I think the price of Labo is kind of reasonable, especially considering its niche. Niche is pretty expensive anyway, but let's continue. I won't lie though, their fragrances can be a little pricey, but I think it's worth it, considering you're not going to have to worry about what chemicals could be leaching into your skin wearing a fragrance that you don't know what's really in it. You get what I'm saying? Being that these are vegan, everything that's in this product is natural, and 9 times out of 10 you won't end up with some cancer down the line because you're putting synthetic things on your skin. Facts. And for those of y'all who don't know, that is the largest organ on the body. The skin absorbs whatever you put on it. I don't know this guy, but he know what he's talking about. If y'all are into these, I would recommend checking out a sample before you buy, because like I said, they can be pricey. But how much is your health worth to you? You feel me? Anyway, if you want something, how much is your health worth to you? If the answer ain't everything, why you here, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Why you here? Like, we not doing mediocre lives. Like, we trying to elevate over here in all ways and aspects. You feel me? Quality of life. That is very versatile. Not quantity of life, quality. But you want both though. You want both. It has a fresh clothes kind of smell. It's very aromatic and an airy scent. Check out another 13. We don't gatekeep over here. I'm putting y'all on. Only on gas. It's up to you to listen. Anyway, that concludes the video. Make sure you do your boy a solid. Hit that follow and like button for more smell good heat. Until next time. Peace. Alright, cool. So that concludes that portion. So let's check this out and try to react. Trying to get this so it fits the screen, you know what I'm saying? That's a little much. Alright, let's just dial it back a little bit. Alright, cool. I see the little, you feel me? We get active back there with the hands, man. But anyway, let's check this fragrance out now. So now that y'all know a little bit about Labo, and I'll always advocate for the authentic thing opposed to a clone, but I understand how people pocket set up sometimes. And I do also understand that it's not logical to be dropping hundreds of thousands. Some people drop thousands, but hundreds of dollars on a fragrance. It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's see what this hitting for, man. Let's see what it's hitting for. There we go. I have not sprayed this yet, so I don't know what it smells like. Take it out the package. Man, this thing really in there. My hand, this thing is snug. Look, it's so snug. Look, look how that came out. Yeah, I thought I was joking. There you go. Alright, so here we got the fragrance. This is what it looks like. Just a white bottle, some embroidery along the lines. Nice. Feels pretty solid. It's like some type of glass. The cap, some type of plastic. Smell good already. Okay. This portion also some type of plastic, has embroidery up there. Let's check out the atomizer. We're gonna try it on skin and we're gonna apply it to this card actually. So let's check it out. I don't want to spray my microphone. Ooh. Alright guys, technical difficulties. The video cut out midway through that review. However, I did spray this in the air. All I can say is wow. All I can say is wow. Look at this atomizer first off. Look how far that went. That's a deep atomizer. I'm gonna do it again. And it's not super alcohol-y. Yes, there's a little alcohol in this, but you know, no disrespect to Latafa, but you know when you first spray Latafa fragrance and that alcohol first hits your nose and it just makes you want to sneeze, this is significantly less alcohol. This smells high quality. Well done, honestly. It's different. It's unique. So I sprayed a little on skin. And I'm gonna spray this right here. Like I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. So I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit off of this. But off first impression, I wrote a couple things down here when we had that technical difficulty. Now I'm gonna wear this out today, so I'll let y'all know longevity, how it's performing. But off rip, like I said, great atomizer. In the air, this thing performed. Soon as I sprayed it, I was like, damn, that's fire. Damn, it reminds me so much of the fragrance Labo Another 13. And if I'm being honest, I wish I had it right here in front of me to compare it hand in hand, but they did a great job. So this is a clean clothes, kind of lavendery, almost irisy kind of smell to it, in my opinion. It's very, like, you just smell clean, but it's not super overpowering. It's not like, it doesn't come off like a try-hard fragrance. It doesn't come off like your average fragrance. I can't explain it. It's something you gotta smell. They did a really, really great job with this. This smells like, you ever wash clothes, you put them in the dryer with the dryer sheets or whatever you use. You take it out, let's say you grab all the clothes and you just put it on the bed and you lay in the bed in the clothes, and the smell from the iron, the smell from the dryer is just kind of making the dryer sheets come up and smell super fresh. And you're like, yo, I could lay in this all day. That's what this smells like. We're gonna check out the notes, but that's what this smells like. And right here in the box they have some suggestions. So it says the fabric effect. See, me personally, I like to spray my fabric, but knowing that this is a vegan fragrance, I'll also be applying it to skin. So fragrance lasts longer on fabric than on skin. Mist your clothes for a scent that stays with you all day. Of course, I thought that everybody should do that, skin and clothing, in my personal opinion. Okay, next up they got layer mix create. Blend with other Oakcha fragrances to craft the signature scent that's uniquely yours. I mean, this so good you don't even have to do that. I'm not quite sure what I would pair this with yet, because the quality smells so good. But we gonna figure it out. Maybe YSL myself. That might go fire. But I'm gonna be playing with this because trust me, the ladies, they gonna let us. Refresh with layering. Okay, so they got re-up after a few hours to boost the fragrance fades, but a fresh spritz brings it back. So obviously they know what's up with their fragrance. Knowing that this is a fresh smelling fragrance, they're probably like, hey, it lasts maybe 3-4 hours. I don't know how long it lasts. I'm just, speculating. Hey, bring a little sample with you just to touch yourself up a little more, because I could tell this is just not a heavy projector, but it's gonna create a little air bubble around you. It's strong though, so we'll see. Like I said, I'll get back to you on projection and everything like that. Less is more. A little goes a long way, so keep spritz minimal to avoid overpowering or headache-inducing levels. Okay, so like I said, it is strong, but it's not a projection beast. I don't know if that makes sense. Your air bubble is gonna be potent. It's gonna pop, but it's not gonna be down the street, is what I'm trying to say to you. And then lastly, keep it cool, store the scent away from sunlight, heat, to prevent, preserve its freshness. And that's, basic fragrance knowledge. Like I said, let's smell the card. It didn't even dry on the card. This thing is good. Yo, and $45. $45. And let me just check out what they have in this fragrance, and I'll get back to y'all. Okay, so looking at the notes, this is supposed to be a musky, powdery, ambery scent. Definitely musky, definitely powdery, clean musk and powder. This is amazing. I ain't gonna lie. But let's see. The top notes are, it has amber. I'm not sure what that is. Moss, jasmine. Oh, I'm sorry. It starts off with pear, apple, and citrus, and then the heart notes are amber, moss, and jasmine. I could see that. And then the base notes are ISO E Super. Not really sure what that is. Cetalok Helvetoid. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. But this thing smells amazing. I'm assuming those last two are kind of what give it like this airy kind of smell. It's like it sits in the air. This is good. Musky, citrusy, has some ambroxan, jasmine. It's just masterpiece. So upon wearing this fragrance outside, I'm gonna be honest. You can go nose blind to this easily. You still pick up whiffs of it. Like, I'm still smelling it, but this is an easy fragrance to go nose blind to. If you overspray it, I don't know if there's some like type of ambroxan or something in this, but there's something synthetic in there that pops out. It dries down, so like you're not gonna smell it after a while. After maybe like a minute, it dries down. Minute, 2 minutes. But if you go crazy on the trigger, it pops up. It's something that I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like a little off-putting. But after about 2 minutes, it goes away. However, this is something you layer with. This is not something. It's either you layer it with something, or it's a close quarters fragrance. Meaning, you throw this on after the shower. You about to snuggle up with wifey or something. You feel me? With you linking with a shorty, you spray this on. You could spray it on skin because it smells fresh. It smells clean. Like, it got that vibe to it, that airy vibe, right? So it's real musky, powdery, and yeah, is it a 1-to-1 to Labo's Another 13? Maybe like 75, 80% there. You could tell they tried. They did good quality wise, but I don't think it's as potent. I don't think it's as 1-to-1, but it's still good, right? But 100% something you layer with. Like, I just do on YSL myself with this just to see how it will go, and they actually perform well together, right? So do with that information as you will. And like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if this was helpful. If you made it this far, I appreciate you rocking with me. And until next time, peace.